Hi. Hello. Sorry to interrupt the dramatic music, but I gotta start this activity at some point. I see you've taken notice of my fancy flint and iron nugget machine. It's really the pinnacle of any good construction. Anyway, let's get these systems online. Comms online. Optics online. HUD online. Welcome to the deep dark. I should probably explain. So, this is the me placing down a million torches fest. This is the Minecraft server, the public SMP of the Vtuber Central Station, which is, as far as I understand, a support group for VTubers to sort of like work together, share experiences, meet each other, and just have a general good, mutually supportive time. In my 2024 endeavor to socialize more in an actual community, not even communities that are my own, but just the online communal space in general, I've pushed myself to actually show up. And now I'm in this like random server that isn't even my own and doing stuff around other people, hopefully with other people in the future. And hopefully it'll be a good time. The server came out like a week ago. It was in like a public beta test for a few months before that. I kind of watched the development happen. And now it's here, and now I'm here, and now we're doing stuff. And in case you didn't realize from all the cogs and the water wheels and this thing, it's got the create mod in it. Which is nice, because then I can build this machine right here. And let's start with this machine, because it's the first thing I built. So, the basic gist of this machine, well, the basics of all create mod machines, is that they use rotational energy to do some work. For instance, and the easiest to see, I have this water wheel right here. Water is flowing over the water wheel right here. And as a consequence, it is rotating this shaft. This shaft is then providing power to this mechanical press. And so, if I apply this iron ingot into the mechanical press area, the rotating water wheel will move the piston, and I now have an iron sheet. We have flattened a piece of iron into a usable construction material. In addition, this same water wheel, it's kind of hard to see, but it has a shaft on the other side as well, which is rotating this fan. This fan is then blowing through water, providing hydration onto these blocks of gravel. The gravel is then being sort of sifted through the water, washing away the gravelly dirt, and revealing potentially useful materials, like iron nuggets or flint. You may be wondering where all that gravel is coming from. Well, we have this second water wheel down here, which is rotating sort of laterally, and its power is being moved through a collection of gears up here. At the very top, which I'll get to from around here, we have this mechanical drill, which is drilling into a piece of cobblestone that is being created by the combination of lava and water in classic cobblestone generator fashion. That is being drilled and entered into this millstone, this sort of gray cogwheel down here. And this millstone is then... Oh, someone else did something cool and got an achievement for it. Congratulations to them. This millstone is grinding the cobblestone into the gravel, which is then being dropped out of this funnel into the fan. So the whole mechanism takes infinite cobblestone, turns it into infinite gravel, and then flushes it, washing it into infinite iron and flint. It is very slow, but it is infinite. This is the start of our great industrial revolution. I like it a lot. It's got some problems. We're making more cobblestone than we're milling, so a bunch of extra cobblestone just sort of gets dropped off to the side and makes a mess. I'm not really interested in fixing that ratio. The other big problem is that it's so dang slow. I would need a lot of iron for my true ambitions, because my true ambitions is to become a railroad empire. I want to take trains and I want to build trains and I want to move people from here to other places and back here. To do that, I'm going to need a lot of rail. And let's see what we need for rail. Oh, wait, nope, sorry, rail is the default Minecraft. We need the track. Yes, there's a lot of track, actually. So the regular train track is, if I get the recipe, a combination of iron or zinc nugget. I would use iron nuggets for my purposes. Onto a stone-ish slab. So you can understand that the nugget would be like the rail, the other rail, the slab is sort of the platform it sits on. And then we just flatten it all into the train track shape. Though I do see that there are other train track options that don't use stone. They all appear to use the nuggets, but there appears to be a narrow track that also works. I'm not exactly sure how all of this works. There's like wide track, there's... Oh, okay. So wide and narrow are different. Huh, interesting. I guess there's like different grades of track you could use. My plan was to just use the regular train track. Maybe we could use a wide train track for some reason. It looks like you make a wide track with a regular track, but then add more. A new type of rail designed for train contraptions. Oh, this is just regular train tracks in general. It doesn't tell me about wide or narrow. I may have to experiment with that. Neato. So, now we've talked about that machine, let's talk about my residency. If you are familiar with Minecraft in any modern capacity, you may realize that I'm in the deep dark. And in the deep dark city, in the deep dark. Which is usually a very dangerous place to be, given that there's a bunch of sensors that will alert the warden to your presence and make him spawn and destroy you utterly. But I've mostly cleared all of that out. The place is a little worse for wear, but I've basically taken this entire city as my home. I did all of the clearing out of the danger off camera because it was kind of just boring. I'm pretty cautious when it comes to the deep dark, and I was able to dismantle it pretty simply. It just took a while, which is partially why I'm starting now. So my mission is, for right now, in a personal sense, build up a better machine and just steamroll the Industrial Revolution. That's going to take a lot of planning and sort of deciding how much commitment I want to do to a machine, because it's hard to make machines modular and create unless you prepare for that. We don't have a lot of power to work with. My other plan, in just a more broad social sense, is to be a part of the community and do stuff, and that's what the rail network is for. I'm going to build a big rail network connecting all of these separate areas. You can kind of see where people live based on the colored squares of claimed territory. Mine is up here. And my hope is to sort of better combine them in a nice, scenic, enjoyable way. There are a few rail networks existing, but they're very one-sided. Literally one train on one track doing basically nothing of value, except for very slowly taking somebody from one point to another. I want something a bit more extensible. I want like multi-layered track, one-way directions that can hold multiple trains going in multiple different directions and a big fancy Factorio-style monster of a infrastructure. And it all starts here. So what do I need to make a rail empire? Well, the first order of business is I need tracks, and I need a machine that can automatically generate track. The tracks can be made in the following way. Stone, iron, iron. We have a proof of concept here of making iron, but we need a way to make stone, specifically stone slabs. Fortunately, we can make cobblestone, we can heat cobblestone, we can make that slab. So it's really just a matter of building the machine and powering it. I've done Create before, and my grand ultimate machine that I used to power the world used a giant, like, windmill thing. It spun, it made 1,000,000 torque, and it powered all of my machines. I don't really have that, but we'll have to make do. The other thing I need, because I need to actually build the trains, is I need the ability to make brass. Brass is a new mixture of alloy metal that is unique to Create. But in order to make it, I need to... I need basically a melting thing that provides enough heat to a mixer to mix the metals together. And to do that, I need a living blaze. So to get a living blaze, you get an empty blaze burner, and you put a blaze in the empty blaze burner. How do you build an empty blaze burner? Well, it's netherrack and 4 iron sheets, so this shall be the first demonstration of my industry power. We have 1 iron sheet from my demonstration earlier. Let's put in 3 more. While this is happening, I can explain a bit more about the mechanisms here. We have large gears and we have small gears, and gear ratios matter. This gear is rotating at the same speed as the watermill. This one is rotating twice as fast. This allows me to make machines run faster at the expense of them requiring more torque to operate. There's a certain amount of load that one water wheel can provide, and this drill and millstone are running at capacity. If I tried to increase the gear ratio any further, the machines would stop. Hopefully, I can alleviate that by having multiple water wheels in parallel. So for the time being, I am going to hold off on that until I know where I'm putting the grand machine. For the time being, let us get the power source for our brass. The mission is simple. Go to the nether, get 1 blaze, come back. Build a heated mixture machine in order to create infinite, well, not infinite, but a lot of brass. I do gotta confess, the deep dark here is a bit unnerving, just in its darkness, the mods, added footstep noises and echo. It's a little spooky. There were people who had an interest in showing up and seeing what I was up to when I told them I was going to stream on the server. I don't know if they know how to get to me, is the problem. I'm kind of in the bottom of the world, and they probably don't expect that. I would hope that the fact that I've named my place Kartoba would give them a little bit of a hint that I'm in an ancient city, but I am probably the only person on the server who knows any significant amount of homeworld lore, because I'm currently mildly obsessed with it, and that's a me problem. So, where can we find some nice blazes to work with? The Create mod nether is a bit more hostile than your traditional nether, so I don't actually know where to find any. The last time I played the Create mod, that gassed. Last time I played the Create mod, which was just sort of a personal server with Quint and I and some other friends, I made like a weird personal commitment to not going to the Nether. I never entered the Nether on that server. In order to get stuff from the Nether, I basically had to import it from other people. It was a little silly. What in the world are you? You are a threat. You are an enemy. You are a hostile. You are not my friend. You are my enemy. You are not helping me. You are hurting me. You are not making me better. You are making me worse. Okay, let's take a different approach. Let's take a new path to victory. Somewhere that doesn't require me facing some weird armless skeleton snake thing. As you can see, there are also some random giant floating jellyfish around. I'm not sure what their deal is, and I don't want to ask. Oh, great, a local. They are not going to be happy at the lack of drippa I have, let me tell you what. Best to ignore them, keep running. Okay, excellent. We've made it through. No, we haven't. We are, what are you? Well, okay. Nope, I'm sorry. Pardon me. I understand I was trespassing. My sincerest apologies. Why are you so fast? Okay, you have fallen. All right. Oh, they don't prepare you for this in the academy. We'll just go, we'll have a fine time, nothing will go wrong. Someone there? Okay. So I see that over there, which looks like it may be a nether fortress of some kind. It's definitely a structure. Doesn't appear to be the correct structure, but who knows? Maybe blazes are just sort of about wandering in the society as a whole. Would be lovely to know. Careful. So the design reminds me a lot more of a bastion. But who knows what kind of advanced technology they could have. They could have advanced blaze technology. They could have literally nothing. Yeah, it's looking like the literally nothing camp is winning out today. Anything else? Ooh, that looks important. Looks like a jungle temple, but in the nether and made of nether material. Sincinacite stair. Okay, this is clearly a ruined structure of some kind. More locals, other individuals coming out of the ground. I will eat. Okay. Nothing too horrible. I don't see anything on the map that looks like a nether fortress I'm familiar with. Maybe at a different altitude? For the time being, let's check this thing out. We don't need anything too complicated. We just need one blaze. I mean, this looks promising. Hey. Blue obsidian? That's like a new kind of obsidian that's blue instead of whatever else it is. Ooh. Trim. Very nice. Gold sword. Stone sword. Levers of some description. Looks like lava, possibly a lava trap. Designed to place a block weirdly. Designed to demotivate intruders from the area. Stop placing blocks in places I did not want you to place them. Stop it. Dang, game thinks it knows where I want to put blocks. It does not know where I want to put blocks. Okay, well, regardless of any of this, it appears this is not the place where I will be finding a blaze, so we leave. Looks like some people have made nether claims. Interesting. Hopefully this does not imply that there is some sort of arms race to find and secure nether fortresses for one's own benefit. That would be quite terrible. It does look like this layer of the nether is too low for us to have, like, convenient terrain. Hey, a firefly. How lovely. There's definitely signs of exploration in this direction. But even at this layer, I'm not seeing anything that resembles a nether fortress. Do you think these one-block bridges over the void are indicative of people with success? Do you think they found the truth? The answers I seek? The blazes I want to acquire for my factory? I am unable to interact with this block. We are on the territory of the claimant. That probably means they built that building or they stole that building. The distinction is perhaps at this point irrelevant. I am lost. Those pings over there represent the nether portal that I put down closer to society as a whole. Hello, Ghast. We doing this today? We're doing this today. Okay, alright. I'm not dealing with you. Oh, what an extraordinary giant explosion happened here. There's the chicanery ore. Oh! Oh, hold on. This is a very telling construction. Was somebody doing some netherite mining? Are these the explosions of a bed, perhaps? If so, why did they make this one block wide path through? And where does it lead? And what the heck is that? Someone has made a 1x1 nether portal. Well, may as well learn where it goes. Alright, we're here. Where the heck are we? Oh, interesting. We are in the home of somebody. Can I leave? I can. Oh, well, this is lovely. Look at this person making a lovely aquarium, mixing machines. They got all their machines and they're doing work. Look at this person. This person's made the machine I wanted to make. Yeah, see? Wild. Cool. We've got some allies in the farming space. Lovely little zone of lava. All right, cool. Good day to you, villager in the pond. Neato. Well, this isn't what I've looked... This isn't what I was looking for, but it does prove that somebody out there has found the blaze, given that they have machines that require brass construction. I am not going down there. I'm going through here. So if this person has paths that go to the blaze, maybe we can follow their trail and get there ourselves. Okay, you can teleport me now. Hello? I would like one teleport, please. Let me go. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Can I not go through this portal because it's in claim chunks? That would be a horrible, horrible tragedy. I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere without a way home. I don't even know where I am. Okay, no need to panic. Okay, so it seems like we're near the coast. Who's on a line? Maybe they can provide some assistance. Hi Siri, Chaotic Icarus, Real Chalka, and V Beloved. Okay, so Chaotic Icarus is, I believe, nearby. This is Chaotic Icarus's territory. Perhaps they can provide some assistance in this manner. I'm gonna try one more on the portal just to check that it's not like a fluke. Nothing. Okay, new plan. Head north, go to Chaotic Icarus's territory, converse with a real person for the first time ever, and see what we can do about the blaze situation. Maybe they know. Step one is almost certainly going to be get a boat. There's a giant ocean nearby, and it kind of acts as the main mechanism through which people traverse the spawn area. Hello, Spoder. How you doing? Ah, I already have a boat. This is very convenient. We take to the seas. Onward! Quick check to make sure I'm going the right way. I am. We proceed. Oh, congratulations to Ice Riri for making the advancement.dungeons_arise.find_mechanical_nest.title. Chaotic Icarus has left the game. Oh, fantastic. Well, there goes my best lead. Who else is here? Okay, Silic. No, not online. Ah, okay. Isiri is to the west. We have newfound hope. Such is the drama and occurrences of a Minecraft community SMP server. There's just people and they're doing things and you're doing things and sometimes your things interact. And also, if you haven't noticed by the like 40% of a symbol right behind my back. This does have proximity voice. I prefer using it than typing in the chat because typing in the chat's like it's a whole public ordeal. So where's the best access point? It looks like we have to go due west from here. I'll find a particularly shallow part of the terrain and then disembark. That'll do. Oh, Chaotic Icarus is back. Okay, we have two options and my boat is sunk. I'm not sure what to do. It's going to be a gamble either way. We're going to have to interact with a real person. I think it's a question of who do we think has made more progress? And also a question of who do we think is home? I'll try Chaotic Icarus. They seem easier to reach by boat. That's the primary justification I'm going for. Boat travel is easy. The free action. You just press the forward key on whatever particular input device you are using, and then wait. Look around, enjoy the lovely scenery of blue, other blue, and like a third kind of bluish thing, with the occasional white interspersed with blue, and the occasional giant white in the sky. Sometimes you can look down and see some darker blues. This part of the ocean is deep. There's like a nether portal directly below me, or like a ruined nether portal that spawns traditionally, but hard to get to except for the fact that there's this bubble column which will allow me free breath as I traverse the ancient depths in search of whatever treasure there might be here. Reveal to me your secrets. A music disc. A silk touch pickaxe. Netherrack. An enemy. More enemies that I can't hear. Why can't I hear them? Yeah, I can't hear anything right now. Well, I can hear the water. There's some like weirdness that happens with the sounds. I think it's for what? The world? Is that like an ocean monument on stilts? Incredible. Truly, this land is full of such wondrous surprises and intrigues. Alright, like due east, little north. Put the disc away so that nobody knows I have it. It's a secret. Don't tell anyone. Oh, goodness me. Another ocean monument. We are under threat. There are dangers. The sounds I'm hearing are like very muffled. I could hear myself eat the bread, but it was very muffled. Do I have like water in my ears? Is that like a mechanic? I know it's not a mechanic for Minecraft, but it could be a mechanic for the giant collection of mods that I have not looked at with much scrutiny. Starting to wonder if this was maybe a bad idea. I should have just gone for our CC or whatever their name was. I got too attached to the allure of the very convenient boat travel, not realizing that the boat travel still takes time. And the fact that Chaotic Icarus might not even be there. They were murdered by a skeleton, which seems to imply that they are not at their base. What in the world? What over the world? That's an airship. That is a genuine fantasy-style airship. And someone has laddered to it. The surprise I'm stating right now is a little bit feigned because I saw a blimp earlier on during my off-stream exploration, but this is much fancier. It's like a winged, propelled construct of craziness. Speaking of which, how close am I? Small island. There are hostiles possibly on the boat. Looks like my target is east. We've found a small island. That is a cool looking flying construct. I wonder if it can actually fly. Probably not, but maybe we can mechanize it. Ah. Now that is the facility of someone who knows what they're doing, and most likely our target. We shall now inquire as to how present they are. They're not showing up on radar. We would expect to see their face on the map. Well, worst case scenario. Okay, well, first let's assess their technology level. Have they found blazes, and can they make brass? Hard to tell, hard to tell. The one machine they do have, this. I'm not even sure if it's rotating. Let's see here. Radial chassis, mechanical saw. Ah, this is a farming device. Good to know. Got the deployer. That's typically a sign of something. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. It seems like maybe they don't have blazes yet. Though, given all of the cool stuff they've made, I don't think that's due to a lack of... I don't think that's due to a lack of success. I think they don't care. Which is fine. Still, though. This nether portal is on owned territory, but can we enter it? No. Alright, this is turning into a recurring theme. In fact, given the circumstances, it seems like we won't be able to use any public nether portal. Okay. So our next hope is Iceriri. There are a few others. Very Beloved and Real Chalka, but I don't know where they are. No, no. No, no. No, no. No, no, no. No. Nope. Nope. Oh! Okay, very, very high north up here. Would require a lot more boat travel, but that might be okay, considering that is on the way back home. Another statement. I made a portal somewhere here to enter the nether before. That portal might still be there. It means we would not have access to public works or social interaction in any regard, but it does mean we can get to where we're trying to go to. Going north will work through here. Maybe try and check out there. I'm not sure. We could try to go... We could double back and try to get here. We could see if maybe there's a second nether portal in... Well, no, that would be in claimed area. Oh, wait. They died. Maybe they're back. Hello? Is somebody there? Hello? Oh. Hello. I don't know if you can hear me.
Hello!
Hi!
I'm in
Welcome.
the group, that's why we are in the dungeon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, do you enjoy?
I
Welcome
don't...
to my house.
okay, so let me just explain the situation. I entered somebody's nether portal and went into their territory, but their portal on this side was in their claimed area, so I can't get back. If you could maybe unclaim your nether portal's chunk real quick so I can get through it, I can get back to the nether. Also, if you can tell me where I could find a blaze, that would be helpful.
Why you need blaze?
I need to make brass, and I need a blaze for it.
You need to... it's very hard to find in my area. If you went into my nether portal, it would be hard to find.
Hmm.
How about this? Give me a moment. I think I have plan for you, I guess.
Gotta love the muffled voice when behind a block.
Trade with me.
Oh, you just have one.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can pass me the empty one. I hear you go. I can go in the meantime. I can go hunt it.
All right.
Because I got a light pro.
Hmm.
Yeah. Back home. Do you need to go back home?
I would like to, yes.
Okay. You set your home spawner?
No.
Okay. Where? It's quite far away from here.
Yeah, it's very north.
Give me a moment.
All right.
How about this? I give you my board. You use it behind you.
Hello.
In the same time, you came to my place. Take this, and take this.
What the heck? I am trespassing and I'm being rewarded for it.
No, it's alright. It's not really trespassing. Take my boat. You can slowly head back home, but be careful. Let me do a big time first for you, so at least you got a safe home trip.
Thank you.
Alright. Stay safe.
You too, even though you're very well equipped.
You can't tell. Stay safe.
Bye. What a helpful individual. They were very kind. I could not understand every word they said, but I got the gist. All right, now we're on a proper boat journey back. That went a lot easier. Who knew that just being a friendly member of the community could be so helpful and convenient? It's almost like being a kind and good person is like strategically advantageous on like a, not just a moral but mathematical level. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, we got the relaxing music. We got the casual boat ride. We are heading back home. Whoa. That's a lighthouse. And it's in a claimed chunk, so that means that there's at least like a slightly higher odds that somebody built it. Okay, maybe given the generation of the front door, maybe they didn't build it, maybe they just claimed it. You know, just because everyone's friendly and getting along doesn't mean that there isn't some level of competitive, like, economics involved. And that's fine. Oh, do you think this ocean, like, sort of snakes like this? Let's follow the shore. I do enjoy having a solid cartographic grasp of the situation. This is a lovely cliff. I think that's a boat. I can't tell exactly, but it kind of looked like a boat. Can't see it on the map that well, but it might be a boat. Treasure to be had! Okay, yes, it's a boat. I'm gonna need to do this a bit more tactically. It's a sideways boat, so I will not have spare air. And my helmet does not have respiration. I left my respiration helmet at home. Paper. Out, 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 out. I could steal the magma block over there, bring it over here to act as sort of a buffer. Down, 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 down. Into the front deck. I will not deny myself raw iron. And the front half of the ship is gone, so I don't think there's any other chests for us to take. Just the two, and unfortunately that one didn't have a map. Is this some sort of aquatic structure? Not an ocean monument, but something of a similar size. Oh, maybe it is an ocean monument. There are guardians. Maybe it's an... It kind of looks like the ocean monument on stilts, but like thoroughly obliterated. Yep, there goes those guardians. On their usual business of shooting lasers. Why do they shoot lasers? They're like spiky fish. They should like ram you and deal damage. They should be like evil pufferfish. Despite the fact that pufferfish are already pretty deadly. Okay, we have indeed closed the gap on this section of the ocean. That's very good knowledge. Now, at this juncture, what I would do is... My house is here. There are two ways to get to it. One is to cross this land cut and then swim into this underwater... Well, this underground river to over this area and then descend down, because my house is in the middle of the ocean. Well, the bottom of the world. Wrong word. The second is to go over this slightly easier to traverse land area and then go through this big snaking path all the way through to get to here from this side. Normally I would take the faster, more inconvenient route, but another online person has claimed territory here. So I want to see if we can say hello. We are socializing. We are being a member of the community. Okay, they are indeed still online. Also, Smiley Top Hat just went online at some point. I was not paying attention. Yep, there it was. I'm pretty sure they're new, so I'm pretty sure they'd be somewhere near spawn. I don't even know what a gearling is. I'm just glad I'm not fighting it. Good luck to you, Icarus. May your war go swimmingly for you. In contemplation of the SMP, I think SMPs sort of are at their best when there is a good mix of isolated development and social interaction. It's always sort of unfortunate when you're on a server and everyone else is on the server and you're all just sort of playing Minecraft single player in the same world, is how I would describe it. It's not really what you want. It's not really a benefit. It is cool that you can just go about your business and then spontaneously encounter someone else. Is that a giraffe? I asked that as a question, but I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that is a giraffe. It wasn't so much that I couldn't recognize it as that I didn't believe it for. Oh my goodness, there's so many! Hello! How are you doing? You are tall. Your body is tall. There's a long square. Hello. All right, have a good day to you, Draft. I'm going. So we turn right, we turn left, we find that village, and then we go say hi, assuming they're there. They might not be there. So, we've learned something today. Nether travel is dangerous because territorial control means that it can probably only go one way. Maybe there's some advanced settings in the settings for advanced. What is that? What is that? Some kind of building ruins? Can't tell what it is other than the fact that it appears to be made of some kind of brick, perhaps, and that it's a cylindrical or just circular construct. Well, it's definitely not a cylinder. It seems too short for that now. Is that a Stonehenge? Did we find the legendary Stonehenge? I was right, those are brick. Stonehenge. Neato. There are paths here, and I don't think they're player-made. They seem to have generated naturally, given that they don't seem to go anywhere. Or it could be a statement not so much as a path pass, but as like a flattened area of the savannah we're in. That's a dripstone. I think that's the village up there. Let's say hello. Second social interaction, potentially. I see that white diamond. They're on station. So there was a group. Okay, they are in the group. They are talking. They're probably all just communicating with each other and having a good time. And I'm the weird one out for just not being a part of it, but you know, being part of a group social interaction is like a step a little too far for me right now. Let's do some casual espionage for no real reason. Oh. Oh, uh-oh. Wonder if they're AFK. Oh, right. Gonna have to get up there the long way. Oh no! Wait, no, that's not the person who's here. Okay, we're safe. Oh no, yeah, okay. I got a little confused. I forgot who was who. We're at the Vibe Loved place, not a Sariri's. I mean, it is still tragic that they perished, but not who I was expecting. We need to go up. Okay, so I don't know how to approach this situation. I think maybe they were not part of the group and I mistook them for Asariri again. But aside from that, they appear to be AFK. I don't know if that's intentional or if they're just idling for some reason or... I'm not sure. Given their settings, I assume if I attempt to approach them, they will hear me. And I don't want to startle them. If they're even like paying attention at all. I don't know. I genuinely do not know what to do. Approaching a social interaction is a difficulty thing. Darn it. Ugh. Well, I suppose technically this is not part of their claim. I can dig myself up here. Hello? Are you there? My guess is no, because you haven't moved, but I was just like walking through the area and I wanted to check and make sure. Yeah, okay. I'll go now. I'm convinced that you're not being here, so I'll just take my leave. Have a nice time. Well, I figure that social interaction could have gone better, though given the circumstances, I think it went as well as it could, given that there wasn't any. Not that I couldn't, like... The consequences are the exact same, given that they were AFK completely, and nothing I would have done would have changed that. So all in all, I guess this was as good as it could have been. Well, time to proceed. That is possibly our last opportunity to have an interaction with people, though. There's no one else on the way and everyone else is kind of far away. Oh well, though. It's fine. 1 for 2 ain't bad. Do you think the sounds of the boat are muffled because it's technically in the water, and therefore the sound mechanism assumes it should be obstructed by the water? Well, okay, no, I can hear it a little bit. Sometimes. So this is what I was talking about with like an underground river. The rivers just continue into the mountainside, and you get this lovely big cave that is not only beautiful, but actually helps you get from one place to another place. Like I'm just going, and I'm getting somewhere. And it was through traversing one of these that I found the location of my home. We boat on through, and now we're over here. Nice. Just like that, we went from here to here. And now we're going to go from here to here. And then from here to... And then we'll be there. Someone did make mention of working on a nether rail network, which might make my future network obsolete. But I can't think like that. We're in the early stages of this server. People are going to want to have locations and exist, and they're going to want easy transit to them, and they're going to want to make their homes along those rail lines for communal access. The Nether is not really a hospitable place to set up shop, so I imagine that a lot of people will be wanting to work in the overworld rail network, and for that I will provide. I will win people over by how cool it is, not necessarily because it's the most convenient thing ever. It will be cool, it will be scenic, it will host trade and nice resource management, and it'll be great. Everyone will love it. Alright, as previously mentioned, we are now over here. We went from here, we went to here, we went to here. Now we're going to go south and to access. That's what that waypoint's for. We have arrived. Okay, so from here, it's a pretty simple process. Step 1, jump down this waterfall into the water. Step 2, travel south to be underneath the water above to get to this water. Follow this down. Step 3, keep right, follow the stream on the right side of you down, all the way until you get to this little irrigation channel that I did to extend the water a bit further. Step 4, follow this down until you reach the giant lava river underneath the world. Step 6, keep right and follow along the lava river's edge until you get to my cobblestone bridge, operating at a diagonal across the river at its narrowest point. Step 6, cross that bridge and enter the tunnel nearby, reach and continuing along through its passageways to its terminus. I had lost count. I don't know what step... What step is this? I think it's 7. I'm going to assume it's 7. Step 7, enter the spacious cavern and follow the wool path forward and to the right. And then step 8, welcome to Kartoba. We're here. So it is clear to me that we need to start making some machinery. We need to get some good work done. What machinery, though, should we use or make? Or exploit or employ? We have this, and it works quite well. Iron nuggets are an important ingredient for creating andesite alloy, which is an important part in making all the machines we need. But it's not the only part. We do need some others. Take that gold, put in here. We also have the blaze burner, so we can make bronze or brass. And that opens up a few options here. Because brass is an important ingredient in making the brass funnel, and the brass funnel is an important component of filtration. It is of personal importance that we get a brass funnel pretty quickly. Unfortunately, with not just brass, we need the electron tube, and the electron tube needs polished rose quartz, and polished rose quartz is rose quartz, and rose quartz is nether quartz with red stone. Put onto sandpaper, which is sand and paper. Who knew? Now, we have plenty of redstone. It's the nether quartz that I think we have none of. This is admittedly my fault. Oh, new disk. Put it in the new disk zone. Carrot. We could also probably diversify our food. For the most part, all I'm growing is bread. It would also be pretty cool if we could automate the food acquisition. The primary design I've seen a lot of is a rotary approach, where you take a sort of crop harvesting machine and just sort of spin it around in a circle. The mechanical harvester. It is quite convenient, I must say. One could even imagine a setup where the water wheel is placed right below it horizontally and is then also what moistens the crops. Diabolical. And it might be for the best that we do that, given we are going to need various components to build everything we want to build, or will want to build. Case in point, I am growing flax. In case you didn't know, flax is string. As for the bread, we've got options. I think maybe we should endeavor to make a few basic machines. Just a little assembly line thing, like a furnace, basically. Because there are a lot of things that kind of exist that we want to use but are not using. Like an easy, simple machine that converts the wheat into bread. I don't know if there's any other uses for wheat. We can make pancakes, we can make daub. Packed mud, hay bales, cookies, cake. Berry cookie. Let's check the advancements, see what they want me to do. They want me to get into mechanical saw. The mechanical saw is useful just for an automation standpoint. It can also cut down trees automatically. The mixer is going to be how we get the brass. But with the copper, we already have a good opportunity to go into the liquid technologies tier, though I do not personally care all that much. I care more about the other major components. So, what have we? Super glue. Super glue is a combination of slime balls, iron nuggets, and iron sheets. Slime balls is dough and lime dye. Lime dye is green dye and white dye, or a cooked sea pickle. Green dye is a cooked cactus. We could also get it from tomato shrubs. Interesting, interesting. Wild onion. Cutting a wild onion could get us that lime with a 10% chance. Milling sea pickle. Blasting sea pickle. Okay, let's try for the green. Fern, cactus. Okay. I don't really have any ferns. Cutting up a tomato shrub looks promising, unless that's not what a tomato seed grows. We could silk touch it. The other option is I could bring with me my silk touch pickaxe really quick. Go to the surface, or at least a surface. Find a shrub. Where would I find a shrub? Because super glue is an important component in making more advanced machines. Another option is maybe I just have a cactus. I don't know why I would, but maybe I do. It would be in here if we did, and we don't. Darn. Yeah, we are greenless. Okay, we have no cactus. Maybe cactus is something we want to invest in. But now I've got my Silk Touch pickaxe. We could look for green. I'm trying not to say too stationary. Getting reasons to go about and travel. Gonna be real careful with my nether pick. First off, let's check what we would want to aim for. I typically consider ferns to be a taiga thing. So if we can find someone who's like vaguely close to a taiga. Forest, jungle, jungle, jungle. You know, looking at it, taigas are not very popular. Well, okay. Let's say we go here. I believe this is where Hell Train is being worked on, one of these two spots. We'll exit there, go here, see if we can't get back. And then, through whatever means we find, get back to our here. All right, cool. Begin expedition. We are on a search for fern. So, there's the nether portals down there for our nearest neighbor. Way to get that there, down there, that location would be to go this way and deal with that Naga guy again. I think that's what that was. Down this awkward diagonal. Here's a portal. Teleport. Okay, we are in the middle of nowhere. I assume this is the future train station. Makes sense. What's this about? Some kind of half-perceived dispenser line? Turtles! They got turtles in this server? I would like to program one. Okay, we're back here. A chicken has exploded. Cool, cool. So, what I'm hoping is that the parallel thing... The reason I think that the parallel system will work for the water wheels is because this person is using it right here. So I'm imagining that they've got all these... They've chained them together to get the maximum amount of torque power, and just through a giant collection of gear ratios, they've made a monster with it. Like, look at this. This is a behemoth. Not even all of it's connected. This part's just here. So, Taiga, fern. We seek the fern. Are you a fern? Right. Okay. Sure. Makes sense. Fern? What? You can't fern with a... Okay. I guess we do truly need shears. Burn! Yay. skirting the border of their territory. Now remember, our target is very specifically ferns. Tall grass need not apply. Let's just get a lot of it. Take our leave. Oh, I guess while I'm out and about, I could do some general advertising. So, this sector right here is very closely connected to the spawn of the world. And I could explain exactly how. Hey, a sign. So you may be able to tell by the general state here, this is a train station. This monorail takes you to the spawn. The spawn has two trains going out of it. One is a monorail, one is a general steam locomotive. You can see on the map I've already charted where they go. So this is a spawn. It goes, this is the monorail, it goes out all the way over, up across that river and into here. And then the other one, this, goes all the way out through the plateau of Badlands and other such mountainous area to reach down here. And you may see the fact that it takes a long time for the trains to do a full circuit. And this is a tragic result of the design choice the makers have made. It's just one track going back and forth. If there were two trains on this line, they would crash into each other, specifically. So if we want like a proper, extensible, good rail network, you need better rail infrastructure. And I think that's where I can really make a difference. Because I've been sitting here this whole time. Train has not arrived. I'm fairly confident that the trains are in service, but train has not arrived. This is truly what I wish to contribute to the server. Better infrastructure. Using all that knowledge I learned from Factorio, how to make a good rail network. Ah, there's the train, finally. Nothing too complicated, just a Aperture Science Black Mesa, not Aperture Science, just a Black Mesa commuter tram. Nice. Oh, someone new has arrived. Where do they live? Ah, in the south. That would have been useful earlier. Well, I mean, we're not devoid of options. We could go visit. That would technically go against the spirit of what we're... Oh, okay, they're gone. Never mind. The decision has been made for us. Nice skull tower. Nice chair. Yeah, see, something like this is what I'm imagining. a conveyor belt to cook materials on it using convenient lava or fire. Lava for smelting, fire for everything else. So where's the entrance to the train again? I've lost it. Is it you? Is it you? Is it further down this way? Give me eyeballs. I want to see. Too high. We're looking for something going vaguely diagonally south. You! Okay. Cool. Mystery solved. We found it. It's over here. I imagine they used the turtle to help dig out this area. Alright. Forget you. I'm leaving. Oh, here are the arrows they were shooting at me. Fantastic. Seems like Hot Shack is maybe having some technical difficulties. My condolences. Ah, and we can get another quartz while we're here. Excellent. Very good. We shall have advanced technology before you know it. Because I won't tell you. I am compelled to maybe join this group and talk. Companionship is enjoyable to me. To an extent. All right, home sweet home. I made mention of a previous time that I resided in the Deep Dark, and in that one I kind of flooded it with the intention of turning into like a secret dark underground Venice kind of thing. And it worked. In fact, I flooded it so much I could use it as an infinite water source for steam power. It just didn't really matter in the grand scheme. So, now that we're back and we've gotten ferns, we can use the ferns to make green by milling them. Millstone is simply any coherent strong stone combined with andesite casings and a cogwheel. Very simple machine, that. Here's my nether supply. We can also start making those quartz. And it is only milling. Yeah, yeah. Oh! Wait! We have an option here! We can grow more fern. With a botany pot. Yes, 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 okay, yes, yes. I agree. I pursued botany pots in the past before streaming because I thought they worked like bonsai pots in Sky Factory. I don't think they do, in honest fact. However, regardless of that fact, I think they can be used for other things, like fern. So it's a botany pot, specifically. I think the biggest challenge to me is going to be the fact that I don't have terracotta. And the only way to get terracotta is to cook clay. The only way to get clay is clay. And the only way to get clay is clay. It's quite the conundrum. And while I did get clay, I foolishly turned it all into brick in my own hubris and foolishness. Meanwhile, let's just put down the last of the barrels real quick. That's not the way you're supposed to be facing. Dang it. Hold on. I will stylize correctly. I will not be stopped. Perfect. So, we could get terracotta, we can make a machine. Those are the general two categories. Egg. But we don't need the fern yet if we're not doing the super glue yet. So let's build a basic machine to process material. Something real simple. I'm thinking millstone into heater. To convert. Well, no, let's go even more generic. Something very simple. Just something to smelt and cook. A smelting line and a cooking line. For that, we're going to need 2 fans. We're going to need power. What is the water wheel? There's a large water wheel, but I've never built it. It's bigger, certainly. Anything special I need to know? They're slower than regular water wheels, but provide more stress capacity. Good. I don't think I need that for this simple construction I'm building right now. A single water wheel is sufficient. We do need the stone, though. For general purpose durable stone, we've got plenty of deep slate around. So let's use that. The fan's going to be a little more complicated. Oh, no, wait, yeah. I'm sorry, the deep slate is for the polished, the stone thing, the millstone. That's not what we want. We want the fan. What does the fan need? Propeller, andesite, iron, casing, shaft. Easy. Let's get creative. Where'd I hide my andesite? Is it in here? Yes. I could do a better job emptying out my inventory of stuff, but it's honestly my greatest failing. Okay. Start building. We will need 4 plates for the fan. Let's start with that. Fortunately, very easy. While that's happening, let's consider what we need. A funnel will be useful because we want an input and output to the machine. And the output would probably be, well, the input and the output would probably be dedicated barrels. Let's use jungle logs because I conveniently have so many. Can I mix and match when making the barrel? Yes. Good. Okay, next 2 funnels. That requires dried kelp, of which I should have some. Somewhere. It's possible I only made enough dried kelp. Ah! Nope, wait. This is not the dried kelp I'm looking for. That is instead the wacky material that I got from a rare treasure chest that cooks them up. In truth, this might... Dang it. This might be a good opportunity to test the machine. We could have dried kelp be our first cook thing. So for that, we would be 1 barrel short, and we would need the netherrack because we would be making a fire to cook them up. Get that gunpowder out of there. Where did I hide the flint and steel? Nope, tragically these are all soul flint and steel, which are a completely different material. There we are. Okay. The iron plate should be done. Hopefully I didn't stall so long that they despawned. Very good. Debone meal ourselves. So, how would we design such a device? Where would we put it? This area over here is slowly becoming a kind of workshop, so I think I'll just sort of generically put it here. The basis of this device is the conveyor belt that we are theoretically using to hold the devices. So let's start with the simple here, here. Next up, we will want our fan over here. To make the fan, we strip some log and then put an andesite on it, then pick it up. Then we need a crafting table to work nearby. Oh, I already had one. Fair enough. Something like this. No, wait. We start with the fan itself, propeller. Then this, this. First, we need a gear. Geared. Next, that fan casing might be in a different order. Might have forgotten exactly how this goes. Ah, no, it was not a gear, it was a shaft. My mistake. Excellent. In theory, this would go... Perfect. So my plan here is to have it sort of like, the input is here, it drops them onto here, it then slides this way while the fan is blasting it on its way in, and then falls into container here. That's the plan. Next step is going to be containment. This is the fire. This is going to be the fire one, so we don't really need to worry about containment. Oh, wait, hold on. I've discovered a problem. Oops. If it goes in this way, the fire will just incinerate it immediately. So, Wow, that was convenient. Okay, next up is the netherrack, which I've accidentally already used over here. In you go. Nope. In you go. There we are. So we put fire here, fan blows this way, output here. Then it should just be as simple as putting a barrel here. Well, up one. Put barrel. Very good, very good. That should be deciding based on the direction of the belt, so I don't have to worry about that. Next up, we need to power both the belt and the fan. I would like to do this with one wheel, but the directions of power are different, so we will need to utilize a gear shaft, at least one. Gearbox, my bad. Gearbox is an andesite casing with cogwheels all around the side. Let's make two just to be prepared. Need more shafts, need more gears. I'll build one, but have the materials for both on standby. Very good. Now let's start worrying about the structure. I envision this as having both of these machines directly next to each other. You can imagine like this and one for one, one for the other. So I assume they'll both be powered by the same shaft here and the same shaft here. We will want both fans to have the same direction to them, so that they're both blowing forwards. We could do that with 3 gears. And I think I will, out of convenience. So theoretically, a gear here. Placeholder, a gear here. I've got it. I've got it. Okay. Gearbox there. Move into the sides. Now we need a bunch of shafts going this way. Into a large wheel. Well, no, just not a large wheel, a large gear. Nice. And then we simply power this with a water wheel behind it. And for that, we need a bit more wood. Get that, get that. It's all coming together. Next up, the water. Get that at the local water dispensary. Not going to care about fully optimized water for the moment. I simply want to confirm this is working. Let's try this way. Okay, that fan is blowing, but the gearbox is spinning the wrong way. Okay. Even worse, the gearbox is spinning the wrong way. If this conveyor belt were here, it'd be spinning the correct way, but this one's facing the wrong way at the same time. Which is bad. Second thing I'm learning is that it appears that the water wheel always outputs 256. Regardless. And this would just increase the speed? Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it's the same speed regardless. Okay. So, the conveyor belt network is going to be a little more complicated then. How to fix? Well, we know that if we put the gearbox in, conveyor belt on this side would be correct. But I think it would be best if we simply conceded defeat and did something gearular. You can envision, I hope, something like this. Yeah. Well, actually, if we're connecting it up here, we don't even need an adjacent connection down here. So forget this entirely. I would like it to go up through here, though. But maybe we put a pole here. Have this be where the gearbox is. And then shaft through this way. Now, when this one connected like so connects, this will be spinning the correct way. This one won't be attached at all. And then it'll convert through by this bar to this conveyor. The only downside of this is that we need another conveyor belt. And I have no dried kelp. Got a lot of regular kelp, though. Maybe we can make some manually, huh? Okay. Activate the machine. And get rid of all this unnecessary junk. Okay, so if my assumption is correct, we could just do that. That'll dry the kelp. I'm cooking it. There's some. Need empty hand for this. Man, you could recreate a cooking video game in this. Like the one I played a bit ago. So with 6 dried kelp, that should be enough to make 1 mechanical belt. Place this mechanical belt lovely here. And all of a sudden, we've got something that works. So here's the test. Do it cook. It does. So an important element of this is that we're not using the space efficiently. So I choose to bring in the input one closer. Not what I meant to do. Well, I mean, kinda. I guess it's a bit more stingy about its placement than I thought. So that should be enough on a one item by one item basis. In theory, we can break this barrel, move it forward by 1, put this back, send the kelp, and it should still work, because it only starts cooking at this point. Excellent. We have a dried kelp machine. Well, we have a cooking machine. Now we make the other. Cancel the production real quick. I can't babysit this amount of barrels. But hold on, why is that a problem? Because I can simply... Actually, important question. Would a side pick-upper work if I put a barrel here? I'm not certain. So, barrel here. I am in pain. Loader here. Going in. Will this still cook? Let's test it. It does. That does work. I'm a little surprised it works, but it works. So given what I'm seeing, I want to prepare the next element of this, which will be the lava section. My plan to ensure the safe passage of all materials is to have the lava source be above it so it can flow down in a straight line into what is otherwise an unimportant basin. And I will prepare the next barrel to that effect. Very good, very good. One more funnel. I'm getting in the groove. Okay, this machine should now also work. All that's left is the lava. So let's get the lava. I have a... Okay, well this is going to be a little awkward, but this right here is designed to pump out a lava. Wait for it. There it is, and then we block it up. It's kind of a dumb system, but it works. Regardless. Lava on deck. Oh, right, we need the fan. I completely forgot about the fan. Well, back to the pressing machine. Don't think we need anything else for the fan that we don't already have. I will prepare the... Well, we already have the casing. I need more shafts. Never mind, I have 3. We're ready. Hot Shack has been having a tough time getting into the game. Ooh, no existing groups. The group disbanded. How mysterious. Very good. Get the plate. Got the fan. Fan. Thing. Shaft. Swap these two. Fan. Very good. Place it. We've got fire. I think I will intentionally board up the other side as well. I don't want there to be any industrial accidents. think I'll leave this alone. Okay, time to test it. We got something we can smelt. Well, actually, I do want to make a small other machine real quick. Maybe here, considering this isn't really doing anything important. I want to make a quick second millstone for the... Oh, I know. Cook of that. Hey. Nice. So with this, in conjunction with all of the other materials that we know and love, we can build ourselves a millstone. And then, separate, but still important, we need, well, if we're going to attach it to this one, we need a millstone. If we're attaching it to, well, not a millstone, we need a gearbox. So I will build one of those. Do I? Maybe I don't. I could just use 2 large gears. Yeah, I'll build the gearbox. No. Wrong orientation. Oh, there we are. Great. Now we can simply put the millstone here. And one last gear to get it spinning. Good. Now we put all the wheat in there and it'll grind it. Then when it's all done grinding, we can take it out and put it into our cooking machine. So I do want to put like windows here, or just some transparency so we can see into the machine. I also want to make a way to identify which one of these is for cooking and which one of these is for smelting. Because if we pick the wrong one, we are going to be in trouble. Looks like it's almost done. There we go. Oh, right. I forgot. There's another step. We need to moisten these in order to get them into form. This is actually not that big of a deal. We can cheat the machine a bit. Take out the lava. Put it here, I guess. There. And then take some water from the nearby kelp farm. In the future, it would be better if we had dedicated machines to each of these, but for right now, it doesn't really matter. Yep, there's the ocean. So now we could put the wheat flour in here and get the same result. It'll wash it into dough, and then we'll put it on the other line to cook it into bread. Just like that, we've got 24 dough. Now we go in here and cook it up. Oh. Did you see that? Because I think I saw that. It was cooking, but it wasn't done. And the conveyor belt stopped for a moment. Interesting. Well, the point is we got our bread. Ow. How do you make sand? Like, if I wanted to just make sand, how would I do it? Sandstone? Gravel in here. Okay. Okay, that's circular reasoning, but the moment we have a grindstone, we can make infinite sand out of our infinite cobble system. Very useful to know. Okay, this machine is operational. Let's just give it some jobs to do. If we've got ore, we can smelt it. If we've got food, we can cook it. For this activity, let's go back to lava here. I could theoretically expand this one more to the left to make a washing plant, just so that we have all three represented, though I don't know how I would output the items. It's fine. Okay, let's find a bunch of stuff, put it in the chest, and start processing it. We got some ores, of course we got some ores. What else, what else? Check everywhere. See what we have. No, no. Don't see anything of particular importance. We could build up a nice supply of stone. That'd be good. Separate to all of this, do we not have sand? Okay, we have one stack of sand. Help tide us over. All right, let's start smelting. So the other big diabolical scheme I have is that we have infinite iron, but if we want infinite andesite alloy, we also need infinite andesite. Andesite can be made from combining flint with gravel and lava in a mixer, which is part of why I've started stockpiling a bunch of lava over here. I want to make sure that we have some. Okay, here's our lava section. Put it in, put it in, put it in, put it in, put it in. We are now cooking. Yes. Oh, the power, the industry, the automation. It's good. I mean, it still takes a while, but that's fine. How would we theoretically make this faster? Because the input limit is the filter, and that's based on the belt. But if we make the belt faster, it won't cook in time, so we need to make the propeller thing faster. Interesting. So it does directly correlate size with speed in that regard. Neato. Cool. Furnaces have been outmoded. We built this. We're gonna have a bunch of gold, we're gonna have a little bit of iron, we're gonna have a bunch of zinc, we're gonna have a bunch of stone. In fact, while this is going, let's get a bunch more dried kelp. As we enter a brand new era of industry and technology, we need to make sure that we have enough conveyor belts. And since that's an entirely different conveyor system to the smelting one, we can just do it. Oh, this is great! Our material processing has become phenomenal. I gotta have more. I gotta process more things. How do I make dirt? Recipe me on dirt. Okay. Good to know. Oh, we can make coarse dirt. Is coarse dirt dirt? Can we turn coarse dirt into regular dirt? I'm not sure. Yeah, if I turn it into a path, it turns into dirt. That could work. We can mix it with water to make mud. Oh, and then we can turn the mud into clay. I'm a genius. Ah, oh wait, right. We wanted terracotta. We need to get terracotta. Where's terracotta? Do we have terracotta in our immediate vicinity? No. The alternative is to get clay and then just cook that. Who's online? Maybe we can make a business trip. Well, Beloved is probably still AFK. Chaotic Icarus is probably where it always was. We got Smiley Top Hat and Incarnate. Smiley's new, so I don't know where to find them. Whether or not an initial territory has been selected. There's also this like coalition of people way over here. Oh, that's where Incarnate is. I think they might be too far. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it'll be difficult to find them. But then again, I mean, I know of one lighthouse, don't I? It's this one. This would imply Smiley's over here somewhere. This doesn't really help my case. We need terracotta. Best place for terracotta is spawn. So let's go to spawn. Best way to spawn would probably be through the nether, as is true for most transportation. We don't need to go directly to spawn. We can go to the hell station and then transport ourselves via the monorail to spawn. Given how frequently we go there, we may want a faster direct path instead of going all the way across the bridge, then around, then down. Things to work on. Away we go. And here we are. We could also just go more directly to Portal Reel. But hey, let's take the scenic route. I'm all about the scenic route. You've seen Zelda. And go to the other one first. And in we go. Oh, don't tell me that's the monorail arriving just as I get here. No, we're gonna miss it. We're gonna have to wait like 5 minutes. Oh, come on. Go, go, go. No, it's leaving. Okay. Yeah, that's the risk. How you doing, Panda Buddy? Oof. See, this is why I'm petitioning for rail travel reform. We need a better system than this. One day, one day. I'll manifest the changes I want to see on the railroad. That's going to be my project. Not necessarily making the best, like, the coolest rail line, but making the most, like, throughput unlimited rail line. It'll be great. Everyone will love it. Rail travel will be convenient and easy. There will be so many rails in the network, you have no idea. I'm going to chart lines through the world using the terrain and stuff to my advantage. It's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. Everyone will be so happy about it. But until then, we got this. It's a very Death Stranding situation. We got to use the mediocre infrastructure in order to build the better one. Slowly, we connect the world better and better until we all feel united. I always like Death Stranding. Looking forward to the sequel. Nice day at the railroad. How you doing? Ooh. Looks like there's a bit of a complication in the water. A lot of farmland flooding. Oh, there's the monorail. Now, due to an unfortunate circumstance with the claims of this territory, we can't actually sit down in the monorail until we start departure. This person is rich. They got a dang blaze as their conductor. And now, there we go. You can tell pretty quickly they abandoned their metal supports for the monorail line. And we're just like, yeah, no, it'll just float in the air unsupported. I don't blame them. Infrastructure is a pain to set up. Can't always have all the bells and whistles. Right here. Okay, lovely terracotta all across the eastern seaboard. Let's get some. Here seems good enough. This is regular terracotta, the most versatile for our purposes. Let's dig. Woo! One of the unsung advantages of having an efficiency 6 pickaxe. Very good. That's more terracotta than I think we know what to do with. Let's check out spawn. Hey spawn, glad to have you. Bunch of random fun stuff all around. Fancy cool dance hall with a bunch of the people who are beta testers and otherwise helped out on the server. That is you. Don't want to stay here too long, don't want to miss my train. It very much could happen. And I'm taking the other train, so we're gonna see the other one. Okay. Oh, okay, that explains that. Cool. So this train has a similar problem in that it's one train and slow. I've got my opinions on this rail network. I would love to improve it. Unfortunately, I'm not quite there yet. All right, we're in. I'm going towards the front of the cabin. Take a nice seat here. No, wait, back one. Here we... No, wait. There we go. That's some prime seating. Wonder if we will pass anyone online. I do not think that is the case. Just Icarus Incarnate, Top Hat, and Beloved. None of these people. We could, theoretically, circle around and say hi to Icarus again, assuming they're there. Very likely Smiley's going to be there as well, simply because that's the only lighthouse I've seen. Check out our route. Here's our station. They didn't account for the station being on the other side of the tracks for this one. No worries. You know, I was starting to think the people who made this train network are amateurs. They don't know how to make a train network. Boat. Bonk. There we are. And you know what? Since it's basically a diagonal line anyway, let's go to Icarus's location and skirt up the coast again. Just to see if we can't say hello. What the? Wandering trader in the sea. What do you offer? What'll it be? Hello? Hello, yes, I would like to buy nothing from you. That said, if you would like to, like, be in the boat so that you're not drowning. Like, yeah, like if you would like to be in the boat. Like, I can offer that to you. Yeah, okay. Cool. Let's get you somewhere nice. We have a passenger. Yeah. Man, it's a ways out. Look at all this kelp. Wet. Disgusting. This ocean needs some savior to help make it not... to help dry it. To turn all this kelp into industry. To conquer the world. Hello, what is that? What are you? This reeks of player-made structure, but I cannot imagine what for. Some kind of mob spawn grinder thing. Interesting. What do you think about this, passenger? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Oh, look, a village. Which village is this? We are... Yes, okay. Technically, we should be going down and around, but we're kind of in the perfect location where either way is inconvenient. I'm going this way to reduce redundancy on the return trip. Parrot! Yeah, squawk to you too. Did I accidentally press the hotkey that turned off voice? I'm not sure. Wonder what hotkey it was. A lone crafting table. And next to it, a slab. Mysterious. And we made it back here. Wonder what E-Core's up to. Okay, looks like they're up to not being here. Very good, very good. Well, congratulations on being relocated here. Hope you have a good time. Maybe sell your wares to the local. I think they would appreciate it. Can't believe it. I actually helped the wandering trader wander. Neat. So, any further hopes of finding the individual? Unlikely. We will try the lighthouse. Probably won't work, but we'll try it. We know there's an achievement for going to the lighthouse, and we know that Smiley Top Hat did activate it. There may be other lighthouses out there, but only one I know of. Our intel is also quite outdated. But we should also keep an eye to the map. See if we can't see any claims. New, brand new, never before claimed. Wait, Incarnate has a claim here? But I thought Incarnate's claim was up here. Oh, Incarnate has two. Interesting. This one seems more homely, so to speak. So that's an interesting possibility for the future. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Despite the fact that we know Top Hat has slept. We have the records, we have the logs, we can confirm this. Mysterious indeed, they might just be using the sleeping bag. Well, there's the lighthouse. Let's check to see if going near that lighthouse does or does not activate the advancement. Step 1, see if it's just a vertical requirement or if we do need to actually go up there. Well, it hasn't activated, so let's try going up there. Process of elimination, logic and reasoning. Experimentation. We did! This is a lighthouse. We have activated its power. So this tells us quite a bit. Ah, this might actually be their house. Cool. I will not disturb it then. But this tells us that that is a real lighthouse, and it is entirely possible that the individual we are seeking, casually, you know, not that big of a deal, may have been there. Well, nothing new to report. Let's proceed. Do you think Beloved's back online? Hard to tell. Now this time, to be different, I will take the fast route to the base. It's not much faster, but it is faster. This would require us to go northwest. And we will do our best to avoid crashing into the ocean monument and getting lasered by every single guardian ever. It's important to not have that happen to us. Yeah, I hear you with your lasers. You can't get me. I'm too far away. You fools. I have the power of spatial distance on my side. Guardians are known for not really knowing how to measure distance, because they rely on the radius of a sphere approximation, because, you know, they're circular. Well, they're spherical, but they're round. So in order for them to measure distance from one object to another, they get the radius of themselves, the radius of the other object, and then the distance between them. And then they can determine if they're colliding, which makes them dangerous. And the radius they're colliding is not like the radius of their body, but like the radius that they can shoot their laser. So when somebody's within the laser sphere, they can shoot you. But they don't know how to measure for a rectangular prism or a collection of rectangular prisms like I am. Like the bounding box. My bounding box is not a sphere. So they don't know how to measure distance. So they don't know how to deal with the situation. Thus leaving me unopposed and invincible to their shenanigans. They can't shoot me. They don't know how to get my range. They don't know how to aim at a cubular object. They can only aim in circles. And in case you didn't know, Minecraft does not have many circles in it. It's very fortunate I'm not holding a snowball. Otherwise, they would be able to wrench to that. It is now time for Chaotic Icarus to have internet problems. The internet problem infection has spread. And we're back on this side of the ocean. Now it's only a matter of going into here, dropping down the waterfall, and doing all the 8 steps I told you before. Alternatively, we could go to the Nether station and walk up there, but I don't want to. We got this beautiful world. I'm going to look at it through the comfort of my boat. So I do have a Fortune pickaxe. It's got Fortune 2. I also have a Fortune 3 one with Curse of Vanishing. And zinc isn't the most important thing ever, but I'm thinking, why? Well, it's jutting out of the cliff, so obviously viewable. Why not, right? Why not just take some for the road? It's free. It comes at no additional cost. You don't even have to pay taxes on it because you didn't purchase it. I feel like taxes in previous centuries were a lot more complicated than now. I mean, okay, no. Older taxes were a lot more arbitrary. Modern taxes are more confusing to calculate, but are streamlined in content. Because, like, you think back to the crazy taxes there have been taxes on, like, individual materials. like paper. Ink, perhaps. There's the ever-famous British example of the window tax. There's taxes on, like, animals and food and storages and stuff. Nowadays, the primary tax that people deal with are taxes on very specific machinery or on the literal money you're acquiring, the income tax. So, like, there's income tax, there's maybe, like, real estate tax, and then there's, like, car taxes, maybe. But they're a lot fewer. And they're not so much about, like, particular raw materials. They're about items that are so individually valuable that you would want to have insurance for them. But then you have, like, income tax, and that's like, hey, you bought a thing, you made money, you profited a little less. And calculating it with all the brackets and stuff is a little complicated, but it adds to flexibility of being a bit merciful to people who did not profit that well. It lets the tax be like, oh, you didn't profit that much? Oh, okay. You will be taxed less because you have a lot more to lose. Well, no. Not that you have a lot more to lose, you have very little to lose. And what you do have to lose would be very catastrophic to your health and well-being. So we'll back off. Is how that works. And frankly, I appreciate it. I don't know if the exact measures of low tax on low income and high tax on high income are particularly well balanced for a functioning economy in many countries, but I think the general idea is a good intersection of economics and general common human decency. Anyway, I'm back. What'd I miss? Looks like we are cooking up. The kelp is done. The smelting of ores is done. The stone could use some work. Very good, very good. I'll just add this zinc ore to this pile of zinc ore, and then I'll get a fortune pickaxe, and we'll mine it up, and then we'll cook them up, and it'll be wonderful. But to remind you why we even went on that endeavor, it's time for us to grow some fern, get a pot, get a terracotta. We got a botany. Now we may take our ferns, which I have placed in a location. Would love to remember where I put it. No, nope, nope, nope. Yes. All right, we got one more thing we need, and that's a dirt. We got a dirt. So let's see how this works. Nothing too complicated. Let's just put it here. Too high up. Put it on the ground. Put it here. Put it dirt. Nice. So I assume, okay, so it does work like a hopper. If that's the case, does it work with a sapling? Not a hopper, the bonsai. Can I do bonsai tree stuff with it? The bonsai mod is not in this mod pack, but I am willing to try anyway. I don't know exactly how long to wait until it should be done. I said hi. Okay, it seems they were talking to Atomizer. But it's fine. We all get to socialize today. So how do I extract the burn? Okay, it's right-click while empty-handed. Cool. Let's put in... Okay, we can't. There's my answer. Ooh, good collection of stuff here. You know what? I think the carpet does count as a skulk thing because it's found in the deep dark so much. The terracotta can go in here, as can the bricks, as can the fern. So, I imagine that if we add a hopper to the thing, it will work like a bonsai in what I remember from Sky Factory. This does raise the question of what exactly we would want to grow with all of the pots. We have a lot of options. Tall umbrella, beetroot, flower, melon, bamboo, rose. So all the flowers, certain plants, tall moss. It seems to be working mostly on wild plants. But if there's one we particularly wanted to grow in like a hydroponics-y kind of way, this would be a way to do it. Flax, sugarcane. And the hopperness of it means it can be automated, which is good. Don't know if it'd be better or worse. Oh, we can grow coral. Glowberries, wart logs. Okay, that's kind of a tree. Like if you really squint at it, that could be tree-like. Potato, pitcher, wheat, of course. More nether stuff I don't recognize. The fern. Tomato, lilac, twisted moss. The fern again. Kelp. We could grow kelp. That might actually be useful. A way to automate kelp. We can automate dried kelp. With some automated crafting, we could automate making conveyor belts, funnels, all sorts of things. And we've looped. Okay. Frankly, I'm feeling good with what we've done. I will take the time to get ourselves the zinc ore. Start cooking that. A good supply. I think there are some things that only zinc can do, but I don't know what they are. Well, it's making a rose quartz lamp, apparently. Hard to say. Anyway. Cook them up. Very good. Alright. It's been 3 hours. We get a lot done. I'm gonna clear up things here. I'm gonna go. Had a good time. I'm Exception. This isn't TV. I'll be back on this server. I'll probably play it off stream as well. See how far I've come. Gotta restart the intro because I interrupted my outro because I interrupted myself. I'm Exception. This isn't TV. Have a good day and good night. Dang it! I've pressed the wrong buttons. Ignore the fact that I'm broken here.